Alright, this video is going to be on, I'm going to be building a new trans tunnel, or kind of repairing the one that I have. The person before me cut it out and made their own. It's kind of, fits the hot rod setup, but it just want it a little bit cleaner, so it's a little bit quieter, because we're going to sound deaden everything, and already pulled the bench sheet out, and this is the tunnel we're going to be remaking. I may just repair it, build new sides, because at the end of the day, this one doesn't even hold. It's still tight and everything, but I'd like to have 4. I'm going to mess around with it. I'm going to build a template and see if I'm just going to repair this one, cut those tabs off, and kind of flow it out and make it new again, or I'll just probably make a new one. But once I kind of figure some things out, I'll bring you guys back and show you what I'm doing. Alrighty, so I've been working on this. Kind of have it to where I kind of like it. I'm gonna leave it up for a little bit and walk away, and then come back and make sure I still like it, and then we'll start cutting some metal. But this is kind of what I came up with. A little more sleek design. Of course, I'm gonna fill in those gaps, but this is kind of what I have. Just more of a, I don't know if video would catch it. It's kind of gonna have a hard 90, and then I'm gonna have something that some more flat metal right there. I want to keep it removable, because when I was removing the transmission, it was almost like a blessing to have that big old hole. So I want to keep it removable, so when we start putting all of our power additives and all that stuff, the transmission does decide to go, you know, it's easier. Even though we got a built transmission coming down the road, it would just be easier to put it in and out with that hole right there. So I want to try and keep the transmission tunnel removable, and we'll go from there. What's going on, guys? So I finally finished the tunnel how I wanted it. I kept going back and forth. I tried 4 or 5 different ways. I tried reusing the original trans tunnel to kind of keep it, all the bends and everything, but I couldn't get it to do it. That's why trans tunnel I built, it's in 3 different pieces, because trying to get the curves and everything was kind of a pain. But I ended up getting it. Got my shifter installed, and now I just gotta clean the truck back up so we can start doing we're gonna do the seam seal around the trans tunnel, and then around the edges, kind of give it a refresh up in the truck, and then we'll put some I got some dynamite, I guess is what you call it. But I think it came out pretty good. So that's what I came up with. And then I got my shifter. I got some inserts I'm going to put in, so I don't have self-tappers in there. That's just for testing. But yeah, this is what I end up coming with. I know originally I said in the beginning of this video that I was going to try and have it removable, but I talked to a buddy of mine, and he said he's made a few removable, and he never really had to remove them. And then I ended up, once I tacked it all in place, then I checked my fitment on the outside to see how much room I have to remove the transmission, because that was my biggest issue that I wanted to address, because in case I end up switching things down the road. But I ended up having more room than I thought I was going to have, so I didn't have to remove it. But yeah, I'm going to get this all cleaned up, and then I'll bring you back when we start doing the seam seal and the floor mat and all that. Now I wasn't too concerned, like how, because it's in 3 pieces, and I got it all smoothed out to where it, I mean, if you really look hard, you can tell where I've had it welded. But there's going to be a floor mat on here, so I'm not too worried. So it's going to, and plus it's going to get covered with the Dynamat and all that stuff. But yeah, I'll get it all cleaned up and we'll bring you guys back. Alright, so we're going to start doing the seam sealer. How I like to do it, I like to put tape down and do a quick line and all that. Makes it look a little bit cleaner. But it is, everybody's got their own way of doing it. But this is how I do it. I like it because it does nice creams line. And then we'll let it dry, and then we'll put down the Dynamat. Alright, so I got it all taped out. That's what I got right here. So just doing a line around the edges. How I have it. I'm going to tape that off first too, and then I'm going to do that body line too. So it's just all sealed up and ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna, how I like to do mine, especially in the cold weather as it is right now. Doesn't look like it's cold in my garage, but I got my handy dandy heater going, and it's actually doing pretty good for a little dome heater. I like to heat my seam seal up just because it comes out easier and it's just easier to lay, in my opinion. That's how I like to do it when it's cold out. Everybody's got their own opinion, and that's alright. But yeah, I'm gonna go warm mine up real quick. Alrighty, so I got it all warmed up how I like it. Pretty much it's just take your caulking gun and lay it out, put your tape down and everything, make it all look good. I'm gonna go a little rogue over by the steering because my tape didn't want to stick, even though I cleaned it all, got all that, it just wasn't working. So I'm gonna go a little rogue and freestyle over there. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I'll put you guys on a time lapse and you can watch me go to town, I guess. Alrighty, so I got it all laid out. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit and then pull the tape, and you'll see how thin those lines actually are. They look pretty wide now, but once you, that's why I do the tape. Once you pull the tape, it's gonna make it look like a crisper line. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna let it dry. May let it dry probably overnight. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out. But yeah, it's pretty simple. All you do is just put down a bead, and then every so often you take your finger and just wipe it, and then it gets in the crevice, and then it makes a nice crisp line. But yeah, and then we'll talk more about the Dynamat we're gonna put on, and then. Alright, so I let it dry for a little bit. I'll probably pull it off a little too soon, but I mean, it is what it is. I did a little stripe showing you what it would look like if you don't use tape. Even though I know the welds and everything is all welded up. I just wanted to show, just because no one's really gonna see it once we put the dynamite, so who cares? So this is why I do the tape. It'll look like that, and then when you do the tape, you get crisp lines like that, and then all the way through. But yeah, I'll probably let it dry overnight, and then we'll get the dynamite down and let it do its thing. Normally, like summertime when I've done these, you just give it a few hours and it's ready to go. The kind I got, you can sand and paint and do all that. Alright, so it's the next day. Before I get all the stuff on, I'm actually going to be installing these inserts real quick. Just so it has a nice insert to screw into. When we put the insulation down, we can just poke a hole and put the hole. They're actually pretty simple to put through. You just gotta drill a hole and put it in. Use this. You just clamp it down and tighten it each time. It's pretty simple. So all you gotta do is pretty much just loosen this. And then you just drill. I use my little Christmas tree, step it down, and to the right size. Gotta go one more. And it's pretty simple. What I like to do, just screw it on real quick. Put it down. Take your first little and it's installed. It's pretty simple like that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest real quick. Alright, so I got them in. So I got these nice little stainless steel screws I'm going to use. That's what it looks like when it's fully in. And it just fits perfect right in there. So I'm going to pull this back off, throw down some primer, and we'll let it dry, and then we'll start the installation. Alright, so this is pretty simple. It's just a pull and stick and wipe it on. For the first time using this stuff, actually pretty excited. I've heard a lot of good things about them. Had a couple buddies that have actually used it. They said they like it, so I'm pretty excited because we're gonna, well, be a little bit better, I guess, once it's actually on there. But I'm excited. I'm gonna get it laid down, and then I'll put you guys on a time lapse so you can see me go to town, I guess. Alright, so I got it in. It's pretty simple. You just lay it down, roll it on with a roller, or use your hand like I did. It's pretty super simple. My carpet kit didn't make it in time, so I put my shifter in. I'm going to be putting my seat in, but that's all simple stuff. I don't want to bore you guys with that. But the one thing I did do, if you can see, I got an extra little fastener there with a beveled screw. If you can see it, like that. And then I just went and got me a couple of these. There's an extra couple bucks. See details. It'll look good when the carpet's down. It'll give it some pop. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, pretty simple. I'm gonna order another kit, I think, because I want to do the roof. Just kind of have the whole truck all done. But other than that, I'm gonna call this one a video. I want to say thank you for watching, taking the time out of your day, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.